everything's ready, so we'll start your reading for lovely Aquarius people. The first card you have your past is the World. So I'm seeing a big change. This is a big change that happened to you, and this was a change that you made for yourself. You did this for yourself. I'm actually seeing that there could have been a situation that was really restrictive. I'm seeing you feeling really kind of restricted by something, and maybe this seemed impossible. This seemed impossible to break away from, and you probably struggled with whatever this was for a long, long time. You kind of couldn't break out of whatever this was. And I'm just getting this forced feeling. You felt like you had to go along with this, whatever this was. And yes, you had to do things in a certain way. You felt like you couldn't break out of a certain way. I keep on seeing some kind of a system or some kind of way of doing things that was forced on you that you couldn't get away from. I'm actually seeing a track, like a train track. If you're in a bus, if you're driving a bus, you can kind of go down any road you like. But if you're on a train track, if you're in a train, you can only go on that track. You can't get off that track. And that's how you felt. You felt like you were on a track and you couldn't get off this track. But then you had some kind of breakthrough or something like that, and maybe you yes, you did this yourself. Maybe you engineered this breakthrough yourself. I'm seeing, when I look at this woman, I'm seeing jumping through hoops. And that's what you felt like for a long time. Then you had to jump through hoops, and these were someone else's hoops. And you couldn't stop. You just had to keep on going. But then after this breakthrough, you were a lot freer. If you look at the woman in this card, she's jumping through a hoop, or she's in the middle of a big hedge-like circle thing. It's a big opening. But she's not being forced. She's very free. She's floating freely. And you're able to break away from whatever this was, and you're able to move forward from these restrictions. And then, you were more autonomous. You could do things on your own terms. You didn't have to follow anyone else's rules or these people's rules. You were a lot freer. You were a lot freer. This represents freedom. The next card you have your past is the Ten of Cups. So yes, this is about contentment, happiness. This is a beautiful card. You were a lot more comfortable within yourself after this happened, and you were just generally feeling a lot better than you used to be. Obviously, if you're going through this horrible strain where you're being restricted, and then you broke away from that, you were a lot happier. And you're easy to be around as well, easier than you used to be. I mean, you might have been losing your temper. You might have been very quiet around people before this happened. And then, you started getting back to your old self. That's what I'm seeing. This card can be about family as well. It can be about just being comfortable, being content with people who you're familiar with around you. And I'm just getting this feeling of peace around you at this time, peace around this card. You did this yourself. You did this yourself. You got to this point yourself. You're going through some very terrible strain before you had this breakthrough, and you made this breakthrough happen yourself, and then you were a lot happier. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your past is the Star. So I'm seeing truth. I'm seeing truth around this card. Something could have been starting to come to light. Something could have been starting to come out to you, and maybe to other people as well. And I'm saying starting because I'm seeing, if you look at the star, this star is, it's obviously there. It's big, it's bright, you can't miss it. It's the main thing in this whole card. But it's behind this woman. It's in the background, and this woman's naked as well. So you had nothing to hide at this time, but somebody else did have something to hide. Somebody else had something to hide. And you probably weren't ready to kind of confront this person or confront whatever this issue was in your more distant past when you were going through these strains around the World card. But then you broke through of that. And then you're ready to kind of try to start investigating whatever this was. Because you might have felt this was going on. You might have felt something like this was going on, but you couldn't actually do anything about it. You felt that you were too preoccupied with trying to solve whatever this problem was in the World card. And then you solved it, and then you're ready. I'm getting this feeling of Right, that's over now. I can investigate this. So that's what you were starting to do at this time. The first card you have your present is the Eight of Cups. So yes, obviously this card's about walking away from an emotional situation with all these cups. I'm not seeing that this is about you. This isn't you walking away. I'm just getting this feeling of this kind of stressed feeling. Someone was stressed, or someone is stressed at this time. Someone's also a bit ashamed, and this is about someone who this could be about this person in the Star card, actually, and maybe they were running away. They were trying to get away from whatever they were hiding. They didn't want to be exposed, and this was going to come out, and I'm seeing that they probably know this is going to come out sooner or later at this time. This is someone who's wanting to run. This is someone who's wanting to hide from whatever this thing is that's coming out. And this could be someone you're emotionally involved with because of this Wall of Cups. This is what they're getting away from. But they're not going to be able to totally escape this. They're not going to be able to get away from this. There's running water in this card. And this man's walking on this water. He's kind of moving away from these cups, trying to run away. But the water's flowing back toward the cups. So this is going to come back around to him. It's like what goes around comes around. This is going to come back around him. And look at the moon in this card. Look at the moon's face. It's like it's giving him the side eye. The moon looks quite disgusted at this man. And this man is not going to be able to escape what they've done, and they're not going to be able to escape the eyes of people. People are going to see what's happening. That's what I'm seeing. They're going to be exposed. The next card you have your present is the Six of Pentacles. Yes, this is some kind of unfairness that's being exposed. That's what I'm seeing. So this person might have been being very unfair. They might have felt they could get away with things or something like that. And you're very strong inside yourself. You're very strong inside yourself at this time because you've been through this horrible time and you've gotten yourself out of this. So you know your strength. This is at the point you're at this time. You're strong internally and you probably won't let this slide. You won't let this person get away with this. And I'm sure this person would love it if you did. If you did let it slide, they would think it was fantastic because they're a coward. They run away. But you won't do that. And I'm also getting this feeling of there's a power feeling around this. I mean, look at the man in this card. He's giving the money to one person. He's not to the other one. He's in a position of power. He thinks he can kind of, rule over people and say, well, I'll give you this and I won't give you that and I'm in charge here. So someone had a kind of a false sense of power around them. But when this is exposed, this is all going to be blown away. Everyone's going to see that they're not anywhere near as powerful as the way that they've been portraying themselves. And you know this person's running away. The truly powerful people don't run away when things are exposed. They face them. And if they're wrongly accused of things, they come out and say, I was wrongly accused and this is wrong for this reason. They come out and face things. Or if they've done something wrong, they come out and say, I was wrong, maybe I can fix this, or they apologize or something. That's what a strong person does. But this is a very weak person. This is a very cowardly person. This person's the opposite of you. You're very strong at this time. This person's very weak and they're running away. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your present is the High Priestess. So this is about you. This is representing you, this High Priestess. And I'm seeing, I was seeing you're very strong. So this is showing me how balanced you are inside yourself. But this person in the Eight of Cups is completely out of balance. They're the opposite from you. They feel so out of balance. They're really worried. They're going to be exposed. They're running around, not knowing what they're going to do. And yes, this card's also about things being hidden. And things being hidden and being exposed are all through this reading. So this person is hiding, he's running away, or she or whoever this is, and this is going to be revealed. This is going to be exposed. Your intuition is very strong as well, and it has been all through this thing. I was seeing that in the Star card, that you kind of knew something was going on around this person. You knew something wasn't right, but you weren't ready to tackle this, and now this is all coming out in your present. The first card you have for your future is the Knight of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing that you know what this person's doing, and you're still going to know what this person's doing. You know what they're hiding, and you know this instinctively. You probably, at this time, you're probably going to know some of the information, maybe not all of the information. You might not quite have enough proper evidence to kind of expose this person, if that's what you want to do, because I'm seeing you don't want to let them get away with things. But at this time, just be a little bit careful. This Knight of Wands is kind of, this runaway horse is kind of jumping up and down out of control. So keep control of yourself. If you want to expose this person, don't confront them at this time. Don't come over to them and say, I know what you're doing this, la 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 la, you're wrong. Don't come and confront them, because then they might, obviously the first thing they're going to do is deny it. The next thing they're going to do is try and cover their tracks, try and hide all the evidence. You don't want them to do this. Don't be out of control. Be in control and strategic around this. Don't be like the Knight of Wands. Be strategic. Don't let them know that you know. Don't let them know you're onto them. Just sit back, let them expose themselves, because that's what they're going to do. I'm seeing that in the star. This is all going to come out. People are going to see it. But if you confront them, they might start, hiding evidence, hiding things. But if you don't confront them, they're going to be a little bit, or a lot, less sneaky about it. They're going to be they're going to think, well, no one knows this, and it's all going to come out. And I'm seeing it's going to do that anyway, but just be very careful, because you might prolong them being exposed if you confront them. I hope that makes sense. The next card you have for your future is the Three of Cups. Yes, again, this is telling me the same thing. Look at these people in these cups. Look at these women. They're running around, having a party. They might be a bit drunk. They're kind of too busy having fun to know what's going on outside of them. Don't be like that. Keep a sober head. I'm trying to say, keep a sober head, and don't. Keep your eyes opened. That's what I'm saying. Don't get carried away in other things. Don't get carried away in whatever else is going on. Keep your eyes opened. Watch this person. Don't be distracted. If you look at these women, they're running around. They're kind of dancing around in a circle. If some great big alien came and stood beside them, they wouldn't notice. They wouldn't even notice. You could put anything next to them. You could put $1 million next to them. They wouldn't see it. They'd be running around, yay, yay, yay. We're so happy, and not even noticing. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Be vigilant. Don't try and expose them yourself, because they're going to hide things, but watch them. Watch what happens. The last card you have in your future is the Hermit. I'm seeing this as a time of... this is going to be a time of learning for you. I'm not seeing formal studying, but you're going to be steering yourself away from this person, which is the right thing to do eventually. I mean, they're going to be exposed. This is going to happen after they're exposed. You're going to be on a path that's completely different from this person. You're going to distance yourself from them, and you're not doing any formal learning, but you're going to start learning a lot more about yourself. You're going to be a lot more self-aware than you have been. I'm actually seeing that there's someone around this person who isn't going to distance themselves. A lot of people are going to distance themselves from this person. You're going to be one of them. But there is one person I'm seeing that isn't going to do that. They have some motive for staying around this person. I don't know what it is. They might have been enabling them for a long, long time in their behaviour. This person's just going to stick with them no matter what. They're not thinking rationally. They're not thinking clearly. They're just kind of tied to this person. It's like the kind of mother who would, their child could murder someone and say, oh dear, poor thing. They've had a terrible background. It's not their fault. That kind of thing. This person could do anything and they'd stick by them. So, this person's not in their right mind, obviously, if they're sticking with this person. You're not going to do that. This person's going to be exposed. And once they are, just get straight away from them. Follow your own path. go your own way. That's the right way to go. Completely get away from this person. But they're going to be exposed. I keep on seeing that. So Aquarius, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment. And thank you so much for watching.